us through the last quarters, specifically when the first time in Pune you showed, gave us a glimpse of the Max range, and you said that you will extend it to the entire pickup range. So what is the significance of that journey culminating into today's launch?
So, the second half of last financial year, as you rightly said, we spoke about the Bolero Max pickup. We launched only one version of it at that point, which is the 1.3-ton city version of Max, the Bolero Max pickup. And at that time, we had spoken that the whole new proposition of the look of the vehicle, the value proposition, the benefits that the 1.3 had brought into the city, at that point in time, we would carry that across the Max range.
Right.
That's exactly what we've done here today.
Right.
Today, we complete the launch by saying we have a city version, we have an HD version. They are available in 1.3, 1.4, 1.7, 2-ton, multiple deck lengths, 7.5 feet, 8.5 feet, 9 feet, 10 feet, and in fuel applications of diesel and CNG. So, and we've done this at a very, very disruptive price. So the city version continues to be at the same price, and even the HD version, which now replaces the big Bolero, will be at the same price for the like-to-like variant that we had on the big Bolero.
Right. Now I'm tempted to ask, how have you managed to avoid and pass through, A, because you're bringing in a new product, and two, because there are the RD 2.0 compliance. So how have you managed to keep the prices under check?
I think there are 2 or 3 things. One is what I call smart engineering. Right. Second, and I did talk about a little bit on that in my presentation, where we talked about how we've done the engineering of the vehicle in a smarter manner. Second, we've done a little weight reduction in the vehicle, which is a key element which goes into cost. And the third one is, unlike some of our competitors, the transition from BS 6.1 to 6.2 in our case has largely been, we've been able to achieve that through the L&T technology. So we did not need the SCR technology in this, we needed only the L&T technology, and as a result of that, we've been able to control those costs. Part of some of the BS 6.2 costs is what we passed on.
Right.
For now, in the balance, we would pass on as we go.
Right. Is the onboard device for monitoring the emission levels a significant cost component?
Well, a lot of that we had catered to when we had moved on.
Right.
And like I said, we'll be able to achieve that right now through the L&T technology.
Right, right. You mentioned a very important point on the blurring of segments, the 2 and then the 2 and 3.5. A word on that, on how those segments have blurred, and with your opposition, with your value propositions, you are ensuring that there is no cannibalization, but at the same time, the aspiring customer moves up the ladder.
I think a couple of things over here. If you look at historical data, in the less than 3.5-ton segment, you typically classify the industry into less than 2-ton and 2 to 3.5 ton. So while the overall less than 3.5 ton has grown only 2% between F19 and F23, if you look at the data for the 2 to 3.5 ton segment, that's actually grown at 18%.
Right.
Now, why has that happened? Why have some of the lines blurred? It's largely because for a marginal, and as we know in this segment more than the ex-showroom price, it's the transaction price that matters, number one, and number two, what's the down payment that the person needs to pay?
Right.
Because it's a tool for trade. When the person buys the vehicle, the person assumes a certain level of business, and with the kind of offerings that a brand like Mahindra has brought into the market with many years ago with what we used to call the Bolero Maxi truck.
Right.
Then after that we launched the Bolero City. Then we brought in the Max City pickup. So we are able to actually extend the brand lower down by saying that at marginal increase in price difference with a product that offers a fantastic value proposition, you will be able to generate more profit, more income. And at the end of the day, it's a tool for trade. So the customer is looking for that.
Right.
So the customer comes in to say, okay, I have to give marginal down payment. I get a product which is bigger in size, can carry more load, so it's versatile for my application. And at the same time, because of the product that I have, I'm able to earn more. And most important, he looks at it at the end of my ownership cycle, what happens to my resale value.
Right.
And the offering of resale value that Mahindra offers on its range is far higher than anyone else in the market. So when he does the economics calculation, it makes business sense for him to buy our product. As a result of that, we are seeing some of the blurring.
How is India placed compared to global markets like Brazil and China, where CP pickups are quite dominating?
I think the kind of, so in some of those markets, while the application remains the same,
Right.
I think the usage patterns are a little different.
Right.
I also think the way the GDP growth that's happening in India, which is supporting industry, the growth of the industry, and like I was quoting some time back as an example, is during the peak period of COVID, if there was one segment that continued to grow in semi-urban, rural India, it was the pickup segment.
Right.
And that was largely because whatever happened, while people were indoors, goods had to be moved, and they were owners and drivers of these vehicles. They were putting their life at risk in moving goods.
Right.
So while all other segments and categories saw a little bit of decline, the pickup segment actually held out.
Right.
So I think in that sense,
One last.
you're seeing it different between what we saw in some of those countries versus what you see happen in India.
Right. Just a final concluding question. There's been a change in the overall organizational hierarchy, new responsibilities, new verticals, and a lot of impetus on the EV side also with your plant investments. So word on how that will play out on
I'm going to keep the
this segment.
questions
Yes,
to answer
on
only
the
about this.
Only on the
Well,
pickup
as
segment,
far
is there a
as-
direct bearing?
As far as this category is concerned, the team remains the same.
Yes.
The front line remains the same. The dealers remain the same. So
Any challenge areas for the upcoming quarters that you need to tackle on a priority basis for this segment?
I think business challenges continue to play out from time to time.
Right.
I think there are some things that we've dealt with over a period of time. But
Right.
more importantly, as we disrupt the category and bring in something as attractive as what we launched today at that price point, we'll have to see how the challenges
Right.
go.
Many
Thank you so
congratulations
much.
on the launch and thank you for the time.